We're about to do our 92th episode with Buffy, and this is a good one. It's something we left off on.
Okay.
So here we go.
Do you like cats? I'm more of a dog person myself, but I'm not like death tall cats. Why? Because I was thinking about getting one. You have one in the doors? No, but this would be a sneaky cat.
I have a sneaky cat.
Sort of like familiar. Actually, I was thinking it'd be sort of like a pet. I want my room to be Willow friendly. Me too. So I'm excited about the Scooby meeting, I think.
Patrol's been totally uneventful. My kill count's way down.
She means there's been less bad guy activity.
We know what that often indicates.
Buffy doesn't make her quota? Bad slave.
I have a great deal of experience in these matters, and if I say there is a matter of some import brewing, I...
Who is it?
Hey.
When did you get back?
Pretty much now.
So are you here, or are you just passing through?
My heart is...
Let's not bombard the questions right off. Can I get a tea?
I'll pass. I was hoping that we could talk.
I guess so.
I wish he had, called ahead or
Come by your place.
something. Because it's just ambushing.
It's great to see you guys again.
Yeah, especially since it kind of assumes that her life was just on hold to some degree.
I'm late for study group. Tara, wait. No, it's okay.
It's not Buffy without a graveyard fight.
Base, this is Agent Finn. We have an HST down. Please send a retrieval team to Sector 72.
Look at how giddy he is. It's just like...
Oz will.
Right. They had a rough breakup.
Oz is a werewolf.
Yeah, I'm glad you told him that this whole episode was not you killing him, though.
Gotta say, I'm surprised. I didn't think Willow was that kind of girl.
Happened to him that wasn't his fault. God, I never knew you were such a bigot.
Whoa, hey, how did we get the bigot?
It's not like you can be Mr. Joe Sensible about it all the time.
She's feeling it from the angel stuff.
God knows I haven't been.
I'm not talking about you.
Really?
How about we don't talk about this at all?
Doesn't apply to her somehow?
Yeah.
Hey.
What a camera push. I loved it. It was just like...
I feel like this isn't really happening. Like it's a dream or something.
That's real. Look up.
What?
Look at the sky.
It's a full moon. It's a full moon.
How did you do it? Where did you go?
That's a long story.
Oh my God, Oz. That's wonderful for you.
I talked to Xander, and he said you didn't have a new guy.
Guy.
No.
I know what I put you through. And I'm not gonna push a different person than when I left.
I feel like this is all
I
foreshadowing.
can be what you need now. This warlock in Romania sent me to the monks there to learn some meditation techniques.
Good, because you were such a spaz before.
You could just sleep a little while.
It's so sad that I'd rather him be like some kind of doppelganger monster instead of trying to figure out this difference between how I feel about him and her.
Oh, sorry. I'll come back.
Are you looking for Willow? She's just in the bathroom down the hall.
No, it's okay. What?
Your friend came by. The blonde girl. But she wouldn't stay.
There's different degrees of...
Evil?
It's just different with different demons.
She's just really caught up on the whole
Anymore.
angel thing.
He's like, I'd love to hear. Where are we going with this?
Downstairs.
Last night was a wolf moon, right?
Yep.
Either you're about to tell me something incredibly kinky or...
No. He didn't change, Buffy.
Okay, I'm all with the woo-hoo here, and you're not.
No, there's woo and who. But there's... It's complicated.
Why complicated?
Because of Tara.
See?
That's great. You know, I mean, I think Tara's a really great girl. Well,
There's something between us, and it's totally different from what Oz and I have.
You have to follow your heart, Will, and that's what's important, Will.
Buffy's so uncomfortable right now.
Keep saying my name like that.
Like what, Will?
Are you freaked?
No, Will. No, absolutely no to that question. I'm glad you told me.
I think it's just a change in perspective of like, oh,
What
okay.
did you say to Oz?
I was gonna tell him, but then we started hanging out and I could just feel everything coming back. I don't want to hurt anyone, Buffy.
No matter what, somebody's gonna get hurt.
It's unfortunate.
And the important thing is you just have to be honest, or it's gonna be a lot worse.
He's a sleepy Spike. He's not a sleepy
Sound
Spike.
was massive mudflaps. I bet you it's a demon.
Oh, get him!
Spike, I want you to come with me.
Well, let's go then.
Beat him up!
Come.
Don't beat him up. Run
You're going to help me
away!
with my problem. I'm going to help you with yours.
I always knew that if you came back, we were just talking. We have a lot to talk about. I'll still be your friend. Of course we'll be friends. And that's not even a question. But I'm saying I know what Oz means to you.
That's super, super, super big of her.
Tara has
And then
very
what he meant to
low
me.
self-worth, unfortunately.
Yeah, but at the same time,
But he left and
that's just
everything changed.
showing how much she cares for Willow.
You're a big part of that. And here comes the thing I wanted most of all. And I don't know what to do. Do what makes you happy.
Willow. Hey. I thought I was,
It's great for you and Willow, right?
I hope so.
Good. It's because
I love him trying to figure it out.
She's all over you. Do you know that?
I can't.
But there's something to talk about? Are you two involved?
I have to go.
Because
my gosh.
She never said anything to me like that. We talked all night and she never... Oh, stop! Is she in love with you? Tell me, is she?
It's going all wolfy now. Poor Tara, she's always getting like chased by things. Having to hide in closets. And that was a terrible joke for myself. Oh gosh. Yeah, I thought it was weird that the chair took him down.
We'll take it from here.
Oz, we were talking. He changed right in front of me. What? It's daylight. I know, but it happened. Oh my God, are you all right? I'm fine. Riley and the commando guys, they stopped.
Now, the only way I know into the initiative is through the elevator in the Lowell house, but my clearance is long gone.
So we grab a guy, make him take us. Or you could just choose the back way. Hell of a lot less bother.
How did you get in?
The door was unlocked.
He's on.
Ruh-roh.
Tomorrow I am going to institute a court-martial to investigate the extent of your involvement with the Slayer and her band of freaks. You help us take them down and you just might save your military career. Otherwise you'll go to your grave labeled a traitor.
You know who I am?
How'd you get in?
Talk later. Stealthy escape now.
Buffy.
Talk later.
Leave now. I can't ever come back. I just wanted to hear that out loud.
Stay back. Or I'll put William Burroughs on your leader here.
Why are you going wolfy now? You mad at her? I guess that's what it is. So he done.
You're a dead man, Finn.
No, sir. I'm an anarchist.
Ooh!
It was better. Besides, I think it's mostly me the initiative wants.
Is he staying with Spike? Yes!
Probably.
I was wrong about Oz. I was being a bit.
No, you aren't.
You have changed. You stopped the wolf from coming out. I saw it.
The one thing that brings it out of me is you.
was my fault. I upset you.
I hate all of this right here.
So we're safe then. You're happy.
I am. I can't explain it.
Maybe safer for both of us if you don't.
I missed you, Oz.
It was stupid to think that you'd just be waiting.
Yeah, I was waiting.
It's stupid to expect
I
that.
feel like some part of me will always be waiting for you.
But now it's not that time, I guess. I think I better take off.
Tara, I have to tell you. No, I understand. You have to be with the person you love. I am.
Oh.
You mean? I mean. Okay? Oh, yes. I feel horrible about everything I put you through. And I'm gonna make it up to you. Starting right now. Right now?
I was like, Tara, that was our only light. Come on. It's a full episode of emotion in this one. There's a lot of like relationshipy stuff going on from Buffy's perspective, from Oz and Tara and Willow.
So, first of all, I didn't want to at all, ever, even slightly, even look at you when it came to Tara and Willow. Because I didn't want to in any way imply that that was a thing or that it could ever be a thing.
It's super like there though. It was them holding hands and being all cutesy flirty.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that Willow was going to express interest in the return side of things? Because there at first it was just Tara.
At first it was just Tara for sure, but then Willow definitely like started showing signs. I don't know. I couldn't pinpoint anything. I was not at all expecting Oz. I do read comments, and everybody was making me feel like Seth Green was never coming back.
Good job, guys.
So thank you so much for not spoiling that moment for me.
Very good of you, yes.
Like, I do feel like Oz's experience going out to make sure that he can tame his inner beast was good, but I don't think he did him any favors as far as him and Willow as a couple. Because we see that he still gets very upset when it comes to being territorial of her, and that what might be a wolf aspect, or it might just be like...
Yeah, I mean, he wants to piss on her.
Gross! It wasn't totally wise for Willow not to tell him that long night and just have him find out that way.
True.
But at the same time, it wasn't necessary for her to tell him that. It was not something
and
he was asking.
she didn't owe it to him.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, he left her, and he didn't explain in advance what he was leaving for, other than I gotta just deal with this. But he didn't really elaborate, and he didn't give her enough. There was no writing, there was no calling, there was no nothing.
He should have done something of like, hey,
if he wanted to stay with her and had any right to stay with her, then it really had to come down to communication, which he sorely lacked on with that.
And I really hated the conversation where he's like, it's you that does this to me. It's you. It's like, no, it's your feelings towards her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessarily anything she's doing. She does not need to apologize for that. It's one of those things that you left her, and that had an effect on your relationship. So you are mad at yourself. You are not mad at her or what she's doing. That's not fair to put all that on Willow.
100% agree. Joss Whedon and Seth Green actually have a really good relationship. Oz was never a character, at least not for a long time, that they ever planned on taking off the show at all. Once they introduced him and they made him a regular, Joss Whedon really was planning on kind of keeping it that way. So Seth Green has a very busy schedule. So he just couldn't keep it up. And that's why I think a lot of the last two episodes with Oz, him leaving and then him coming back here, they didn't paint him in the most 100% Oz-like light that they had been doing with every episode prior with him. Because before he was like flawless.
Flawless!
But here it's like, well, we have to not like him a little bit.
Just so that we can move on and be okay with Tara. I get it. I still don't totally trust Tara. There's just a few moments in the series so far that I'm just like,
Something's
that doesn't
going on there.
bode well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're like trying to take Willow's power, are you trying to turn Willow into something?
With past experience, it makes perfect sense for you to not trust her.
I don't trust anybody anymore. So I really liked how she was like, it's still self-pity or self-degrading, but at the same time she was like, I will still be your friend if you end up choosing Oz. I will still be here for you. I am not going to run away or push you away.
I mean...
And just all this kind of stuff. And I realized that was super like self-harming for her, but at the same time that makes her such a big person.
I know.
To be willing to do that.
This was another great episode of We Watch Whedon with Buffy.
And we done watched it.
Woohoo! We got through another episode.
Of We Watch Whedon. Now you watch Whedon.
Yeah.
And watch us
watch Whedon. And like this video.
And subscribe. And do that
to the
bell.
channel. Yeah.
And go to the Patreon.
Yeah, because we need all the help in the world, clearly.
Clearly.